Beyond Sustenance Goes West. This is episode 2, the first part of our Arizona portion. Just finished up California. If you are here with us, then you either watched the first episode and wanted to tune in and see how much worse it could get, or you missed it and have no idea what you're in for. Either way, I do appreciate you watching. And speaking of here, where is here? This is Lake Havasu, Arizona, right on the Arizona-California border, which some of you may know is the Colorado River, or Lake Havasu, which is one of the many lakes that is on the river. It's a fairly big tourist destination. Lots of activities. There's boating. They moved the London Bridge here. Not the big tower bridge, but the other one. There's replica lighthouses all up and down here. I've gotten some great recommendations for places to hang out, things to do. We'll only be here for the first part of the day. So let me flip the camera on you and London Bridge in Lake Havasu, Arizona. We moved here block by block, or probably they put a lot of blocks on one boat, but they numbered them to make sure they put them back in the right place. They reassembled it, which I think is kind of cheating. Anytime I've gotten a jigsaw puzzle, I got to figure it out. Perhaps they could have painted a picture on it before they disassembled it. That would have made it interesting. They commercialized it, like everything. Oh look, you can go by Havasu Gear. Food, margaritas, fish and chips, pretzels. I don't know what a bonsai brownie is, but I might find out. Now, permanently a part of this village. That's our pin. As I was saying, they numbered the blocks. This is a sketch. Has all of the numbers in it. Can you imagine that? Look at that. All the way down here. 7,020. 7,018. Crazy. I have pictures of it in London. Lifting the pieces off. You see the Tower Bridge in the distance. Right here you can see it was dry there. You could sort of see the lake in the distance there. So they built the bridge, dredged out a channel to fit the bridge. It's crazy. Oh look. There's one. That's a really good picture of it. Got replicas of all the lighthouses. Well, not all the lighthouses, but a lot of lighthouses. There's Hatteras right up here. Henry. That's the new Cape Henry. Curry Tuck. Some of these I don't know. It's a pigeon point. I have a picture of that from when we were in California. Right along the Pacific Coast Road. Oh, Barnegat from New Jersey. Guy on the stage playing the ukulele. Nice. There's the steps. You ready to hear me breathe heavy? Whoa, look at that danger. I should do something heroic and get the keys to the city. Then we can go explore. far so good. So this whole project was paid for by the owner of McCullough, the chainsaw small engine company. I believe I read he sold boats here, and he was trying to drum up interest, make this more of a tourist attraction. We wanted something unique to draw people in. So I think he was successful. This has really become a place. Now, I really didn't know what to expect out here. Just looking at the maps, I was surprised to find how much up and down the Colorado River is a tourist attraction. Beaches, resorts, casinos. You've got some smaller bars, clubs, places that people like to hang out and hear music. And then you have the big condos. You have boating, rides and attraction, and of course the London Bridge. Another thing they have here, I believe I mentioned it in the earlier video, is replicas of lighthouses. Oh, there's one. I don't know. Take my sunglasses off so I can see. There's one right there. They've got them along the channel here. There's some on the island, and also on the California side. Not as many on the California side. I was hoping to check out the Pigeon Point, because we got several pictures of the Pigeon Point Lighthouse. Didn't even know what it was. We were just riding the coast road, had already stopped at the beach, and saw something in the distance. Pulled off, snapped a few shots, got back to the hotel and started checking Google Maps. So what did we take a picture of? There's been a lot of that on this trip. There's something to be said for taking your time, for really exploring things in depth, getting to know a place. Our Murphy trip was like that. But there's also something to getting a broader picture. And having never come out here and knowing this is such a big deal that will probably not happen again soon, we decided to go more for the latter. I've had a little criticism for doing the touristy stuff. You know, I should explore the back roads, and anyone who knows me knows I've done some of that. When we left Alcatraz, I just went up Broadway all the way to the end, through the downtown area and out into some more upscale parts of the city, and we found our way back. Kind of thought this was off the beaten track, but I guess I'm not the only one who heard of it. I actually first heard of it in the John Mellencamp song. But we also stopped at the barn on 66 in Newberry Springs, California, which is, I mean, it's right off of I-40, but it is, their claim is it's 2 hours from everywhere in the middle of nowhere, and it's true. I mean, they're just a couple hours from here, and mountains from the beach in some big cities. But it's a little nothing, not even a incorporated town, a small community, mostly agricultural, and I'll talk some about that later. Here I am on the island, which was once a peninsula. Probably not going to go too far because I'd like to get up to Williams at a reasonable time. Still want to stop for some coffee. We're going to have to get gas again, and gas is something I need to talk about too. Or maybe I already did. I don't know, these videos aren't in order, so I probably did it on the last one. We'll see. I'm going to switch over here. Switching to the front side camera, selfie side. As I enter the crosswalk, that way, if anything happens, you can see live the expression on my face. Skipping a little bit here, I won't subject you to all of it. I walked under the bridge on that side, waved to Katrina. She did not see me, waved back, and then walked across the bridge, talked a little bit about the weather, which was just absolutely gorgeous there, despite the fact that all of the natives were wearing sweatshirts and jackets. But it was in the 60s and sunny. And then the lake itself is one of several reservoirs on the Colorado River. This one formed by the Parker Dam. You've also got Lake Mead and Lake Powell and several others that are formed by concrete dams and used as reservoirs to feed aqueducts and just supply water to the cities and the farms in the areas. We'll pick up on the other side. There we go. Read fast. Your time is up. Okay. And these are not the stairs I went up, but I'm going to take them to avoid the crosswalk because they don't have a slide. How much better would that be? Or a fireman's pole. That would be kind of fun. I'm sure there's some sort of a liability with that. Yeah, shorts and sweatshirts. It's kind of what we wore in the Adirondacks during the summer. Am I like the only one with a short sleeve shirt? Look at that puppy. Isn't he cute? He is staring up at catfish.
Okay, boys, do you have like play some different ones?
Hey, there's an old guy in a button-up shirt. Kindred spirit. Why didn't you wave at me?
I didn't see you. I was
right there.
I'm cleaning up my camera because I lost one of my SD cards, so I'm not gonna have as much.
She didn't see me. She did not see me.
I'm still half asleep.
She's still half asleep. We'll blame the time change. And Doctor Who. Because this is all British stuff. Me neither. Our next stop was supposed to be to get a picture at the replica of the Cape Hatteras Lighthouse, since we did get married at the Cape Hatteras Lighthouse. As it turns out, that replica is in a state park, and there was a $20 fee to enter, and that was just too much for a quick photo before getting on the road. So we run up Highway 95 to go get some gas and get on Interstate 40. And yes, it is the Interstate 40 that runs through Tennessee and North Carolina, as made obvious by the sign we saw when we first got onto Interstate 40 at the other end in Barstow, California. Chevy there. Just capturing the time and the temperature. That time is California time, so it's 1 hour off. It is now 12:25 here, 68 degrees. We're going to look at the difference in a while. A little less than 2 hours, and we dropped to 46 degrees. All right, we are entering Williams, Arizona. Driving down the touristy strip. I missed the first part of it. We're heading towards Bearizona on historic Route 66. This is the old 66. Very cool. Look at that old roadway there. All these old hotels. Very nice. There's the steakhouse we saw an ad for. Right, steakhouse. Stone Road. People have to stop to turn. Oh my goodness. Did I bring all the North Carolina drivers with me? It's tourists. It's just tourists. They need to go home. Oh, here it is. There it is. There it is. We're going to turn right eventually. Oh, they took that one at like 3 miles an hour. Gotta be careful. There it goes. There it goes. Check these guys out here. That is so cool. We have paid. We are going through. There's an app you can get 10% off on the restaurant. Aggressive during rut. It's a mountain goat. These guys over there napping where the snow has melted. This is the burro section. Special diet, do not feed. These are the gluten-free, vegan, lactose intolerant number 7s. And there he is. Folks, somebody call Denver Pile and tell him number 7. So the whole point of this excursion was to find out if I truly am smarter than the average bear. But at the entrance they informed us these are all above average bears and that we should keep our doors locked and windows up because they can run some very intricate scams and you'll end up leaving here broke and missing a kidney. You, huh?
It's so fearful of it. All the time.
I told you I was full of it. The bears get to go in the woods, but I'll have to wait till we get to the bathroom. There we go. Here we get a little better view of him. Zoom in. Windows are up, although he looks very trustworthy. I think
we can pet him.
I don't.
He looks like a baby.
Some of these trees, it looks like they have some guards on them, I guess, to keep the bears from climbing them. This stems from the sunroof incident of 2007, I believe. And here, this is the white bison exhibit. Notice how well they camouflage with the snow. This keeps them safe from predators. Over here we have a sign. It says, "Slow your donkey down." Here you see what they call the bighorn sheep. Little known fact, they are very sensitive about the size of their horns, and this is a derogatory term. I'm telling you, the costumes that these people wear are just amazing. So realistic. After the drive-through portion, you end up in a lot where you find a spot to park and get to walk through the remainder of the exhibits. Some people are better at this than others. Here you see Jerry Mathers in his native environment. What would Bearizona be without a picnic area? Check out this little guy. He's trying to find Gideon's Bible. Deep inside the forest there's a door to another land. Here is our life and home. We are safe here forever in the beauty of this place all alone. I feel like I've been turned into one of the exhibits now. Especially they have a sign with me on it. Right there. That was me in the airport falling out of the elevator. I believe this is a sign left behind by Sally Field. It's another exhibit. Employee. doesn't look like it would really hold an employee well. So I'm not feeling very safe, but I don't see one out. I don't see their den either.
Jerome!
Can you tell them apart?
I can't. I just call his name and see,
Oh.
and see which one comes. Hi.
So they could be messing with you. It could be a different one each time.
Right? Honestly, I wouldn't be
Hey,
surprised.
it's your day to be Jerome. I was Jerome yesterday.
Jerome! Come on, buddy.
I know.
One of them had to be put under anesthesia for something, and they got to pet them, and they said that they are really not soft at all. That they're like very coarse.
Very coarse.
Curious if the more sporty version is called the AMXA. Push, not pull. Now, I am really on exhibit. Hoping they'll throw food at me. And this is what I came here for. Hello, buddy. Hey, man. Hey, man.
Oh, they're so cool. You can better go today, baby.
Yeah. It's all good now. Are you friendly too? You just don't care, do you? Yeah. Goat don't care. Here is the Fred Sanford exhibit. Let's see if we can find him. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Big dummy. Look at that.
Oh.
It's my brother from an otter mother. These guys were eating when we got here. As soon as I gave up, walking away, he comes out. So when they tell you don't give up, don't listen to them, because often it's when you give up that things actually happen. Look at that. That is terrific. I guess they have done filled up on food, and they are not worried about getting a cramp. Right in the water and wrestling. Possibly doing something else, I don't know. Are otters polyamorous? When your team doesn't make the Super Bowl, they come to the zoo. Here we go. We drove a BMW to come see a Jaguar. The reflection off the glass is horrible.
so bad.
Makes you kind of wonder if they're really animals back there, or if it's just a movie they put the glass here to try to fool us.
Stimulation.
Question everyone's been asking all along: what does Bearizona think of the Oxford comma? Meet Aspen, Ace, Grace, and Lucky. Now, how can you have 4 elk and not name one of them Lawrence? Man, look at that guy. Holy cow.
Will you bury your head again?
That is something. You may have heard that if you're being chased by a bear, you should zigzag or go downhill or uphill or climb. But the best defense is to take a selfie, because no bear can resist a good photo bomb. To me, this sign is kind of a Rorschach test. Whatever you fill in the blank is symbolic of your greatest fears. Let's pull forward before stopping. Hey. Let's see what this looks like. Hi. Checking in? Yes. Did not get the train car, but we are by the fire truck at one of the cabooses. In room number 1, we are number 1. Dodge. No comment. Let's see. Assuming this is the one they use. Yep. Alright, smells pretty good in here. Old style windows here.
That is nice.
Not a very big place. historic 1940s, Route 66 with flat screen, so they were way ahead of their time. Bathroom, again, the old just so you know, the price was right here. I believe this was $55 or $60. Heading straight into the sun. Westbound on Route 66. People that don't know how to manage a four-way stop. Yeah, this is Williams, Arizona. It's right at the south end of the road that goes up to the entrance to the south rim of the Grand Canyon. Lots of railroad stuff, lots of Route 66 stuff. Americana, nostalgia. The old gas station, it's a gift shop and a museum, which closes in 3 minutes, I believe. Deer restaurant and beer garden, a lot of places that are trying to do the Old West thing. Most of the places get decent reviews, but I just don't think, I think it's more about the setting than it is the food. So we're looking for a fairly highly rated Mexican place, which I believe is just past 4th Street. We're on 6th now. Okay, we walked right past El Corral Mexican food. I'm gonna check this place out. This is the soup. It's a noodle soup. It's got tomato and a chicken base. It's very good. The guac is very tasty. I know people will talk about guac and salsa. And, oh, the one they make here isn't really like Mexican, and Mexico's a huge place. It's like saying something isn't like American barbecue. That can use a fresh salsa. It's not full puree. It's not super chunky. It's somewhere in between. I like it. But yeah, I mean, are we talking about salsa from Jalisco or Chihuahua, Baja, Veracruz, Sinaloa, Yucatan? I'm sure there are differences. But some things that are a little bit different. Of course, they don't have the white sauce, which is really a southeastern Virginia, northeastern North Carolina thing. They didn't ask me if I wanted spicy or not with the guac. So what we got was not terribly spicy, but a little bit. She had a Bloody Mary. I've tried that. It is. She asked for spicy, and it was. I got Cantarita. A little more citrusy, fruity than what I have had before. But I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. Still decent. I would say I prefer the one at Plaza Azteca. Got the beef chimichanga. I know, wearing right. She got the fajitas. There's 2 reasons, and they did have specials that sounded very interesting. And I do want to try stuff that's more authentic, you know, the specialties of the house. But I also like the idea of trying something I can compare to the same food I've had elsewhere. And I saw some great reviews on the chimichangas, so we're going to find out here in just a few minutes. I've already had a couple of bites, just so you know. I ordered with the green chili sauce, some additional charge. Of course, I asked, was it good? And I liked his response that he said he did like it, and that sometimes it gets very spicy and sometimes it's not, and he hadn't had it today. So that tells me it's made fresh. It's not always the same. But a lot of times I'll order extra salsa, sour cream, but I always want to try something first without the condiments, without the extra, see how it is. That's something special. That is really something special.
Put the sauce.
The chimichanga. I don't know. I think it's something, however they made the meat, marinade or stewed it. I don't know what they do to it, but and the shell, it's not just a hard fried tortilla shell. It's crispy and flaky, and it's big. Most of the chimichangas I have are smaller. It does have the onions and peppers in it, which typically I only see back home if you get the seafood. I've never understood that. Why you don't get that with the beef and the chicken. But I get the beef, shredded beef, and I'm going to drop off of this video. Once again, happily miserable or miserably happy, I don't know. That was the best chimichanga I've ever had. It's not even close. These gentlemen are from Jalisco, which seems to be a popular place for Mexican chefs. I'll give you a look around the restaurant here. Again, they got to bite into the Wild West native wildlife. So if I wasn't clear enough, if you're in the area, if you're anywhere near Williams, Arizona, and you remotely like Mexican food, I recommend without hesitation that you check out El Corral on 66. Check out the chicken soup if they've got it. The chimichanga, most definitely. You won't regret it. And if the idea of cold and snow in Arizona is surprising to you, then let me remind you that we are not only in northern Arizona, but the altitude here. This is at the motel, 6756. We were about 150 feet higher than that at Bearizona. And to put that in perspective, the highest point in the eastern United States is Mount Mitchell in North Carolina, and that's just under 6,700 feet. I think Grandfather Mountain is 65 or 66, and Mount Washington, the highest point in New England, is close to 6,300. So we are higher than any point east of the Rockies. Prehistoric Bedrock Park. I am regretting not wearing my leopard skin toga today. It's one of the kind of unique roadside attractions. These accommodations are dinosaur friendly. I believe there's a size limit though. Here's the Eurasian owl. Oh, listen to him. Listen to him. So hard to focus through the grating here. Okay. I didn't know owls made that sound. There's a tire repair shop. I can't imagine a stone tire getting a flat. What would you have to run over? Wild animal park. Guessing there's more going on during the summer months. We have a hatching something. So maybe it's either a dinosaur, maybe, yeah. Several of these cars parked around here. Let's go check it out. Yeah, concrete. Always imagine Not sure how the steering wheel works either. Grocery store. Cactus juice. Hey man, you could make an omelet with that. Wondering if they've done some renovations here. Again, the reviews just really seem to be down on this place. Like it was just really left to fall to ruin, and what I'm seeing doesn't look like that. Obviously these paintings can't be so old unless they've been touched up. Hey. You see Fred on that now. Oh my, you can actually get on it. You know we're gonna do that, right? Also saw that military get in free, so if you are serving or have served, definitely free, right? Let's see. Okay, around here, here we go. Here we go. Here's the steps. Be cold. It was in the 20s this morning. It's almost 40 now. No handrail, no nothing. Here we go. Yabba dabba doo. And there she is with her look of disapproval, taking pictures of my shenanigans. She doesn't have enough of those already. You want some more treats? Spoiled, rotten thing, but he is friendly.
He is super. It gets all excited, wags his little tail. I'm like, oh, look at him. He needs some love.
Rather primitive restroom facility here. I hear a bird. Some of the animals are shy or just cold. He had something to say. It's so hard to get a good picture. We're here in the parking lot of the Grand Canyon Visitor Center. I'm wearing my Grand Canyon shirt. I think this is appropriate. It's also colorful, so you really can't even see the relish that I got on it when we stopped for hot dogs for breakfast. The natives have been here for thousands of years. The first Europeans set eyes on the Grand Canyon in 1540, although they did not call it that yet. Many of them thought it was just an obstacle to overcome, a wasteland. It was only after that it was explored by boat that it became more open to adventurers, settlers. If you adjust for inflation, from the 1600s, it would be more like the 40 Grand Canyon. But they're not going to do that because they're afraid it would scare away tourists, and that's their bread and butter, so the name remains. Hiking the rum trail to Mather Point. There's the tribes about a half-mile walk. I do notice the elevation a little bit here. It's not too bad. Just a little bit of uphill is when you really notice it. I think more of the cold takes your breath away, or the cold wind. Temperature's not too bad. When that wind blows, and you can, I don't know if you can hear it. You should be able to see it. It's howling out there. That, guessing that fence is the part of the overlook. A lot of trails out here, just along the rim, a lot of overlooks. You can either hike to the bottom or take a mule. Or at the west rim, you can take a helicopter to the bottom. Here they do have helicopter tours, but there's lots of rules about aviation in this part of the canyon for safety reasons that they really can't get down in there. But the west rim is private. That's where you have the skywalk, the glass bottom horseshoe that sticks out that I'm not sure I could ever do. Actually, I don't know. Does that sound the wind? I guess so. That's the Grand Canyon. Okay, I'm a little nervous here. Look at that. Holy cow, let me watch my step. Almost fell into this giant pothole. Holy smokes alive. This is wow. Here. This one is not closed, but it might as well be. Because again, not sure I could make it to the bottom and then stop. That doesn't look like a whole lot of railing there to stop me. But say I was successful, I just don't know that making it back up would be possible. I might have to wait for the spring thaw, and I'm gonna get hungry. I don't want to rely on other people to bring me snacks day and night. Driving the East Rim Road. That Grand Canyon Visitor Center is behind us. Drive, and the village beyond that. Didn't get any pictures or video in the village, but that's where all the hotels and restaurants, those who are actually staying in the park, are. Stopped off from the East Rim Road at Duck on a Rock. I think we're about 7,200 elevation. The highest we've seen is 7,250. The pictures I've seen are pretty good, and I don't know what angle. Oh yeah, there it is. I guess you have to let your eyes focus just right. Because there's the bill. Duck on a Rock. This was not a planned part of the excursion. Let you take a look down in the canyon. You don't really see the bottom of the canyon here. Really wild the way the different layers erode differently. You know, all those lines. Desert View Tower. Still on the East Rim Road. There you go, Desert View, Grand Canyon National Park. Ravens everywhere. Now I don't hear nevermore. We're entering. Oh, much warmer in here. Let's see what we've got. Oh, look, we can actually see the river. Mighty Colorado. And let these folks come down. $25 at a time is the limit. I guess he's got one of those up and down or something. Windows along the way. We're up at the first landing. Going up the next flight. I can already see the next level over here. Now these are not obviously ancient hieroglyphs. The architect designed this. She designed the different stones that went into it, the shapes, the colors. Some of the rock was painted. You do get a little bit more of the river as you go up, as well as the scenes in the distance over there. We're going to do one more flight of stairs once this group comes down. I believe that's the top. Oh, look at that. Very cool, right? There's something strange too, those little formations that are all by themselves. And this is as high as it goes. Good. Oh no, there's one more level. It's not open. Let's see. I still don't see the river from that direction. Over there, it's still hidden behind the rock. There's another flight of stairs. How high can we go? Looks like this is the end. Not allowed to go on the ladder. A lot more glass up here. Of course. The 25-cent telescope. Here's a fabulous view. Stop and take a selfie. All right, so we pulled over, and as far as I can tell, that is the Little Colorado. The Grand Canyon does take a turn a little bit west of here, heads up north. And this goes into Cameron. The canyon is more shallow once you get there. Got somebody selling dream catchers and jewelry. There's a lot of these alongside the road. Watch out for reptiles. Somehow I don't think spiders are reptiles, but What do I know? The life sciences were not my thing. A lot of stuff in here about no drones. No hiking beyond this point. I think someone does not know how to properly use quotation marks. Oh, and there we have it, the little Colorado River. Not flowing a whole lot right here. We will see what it looks like when we get to Cameron. I think we're actually going to cross it. There may even be a bridge there. Well, I'm sure there's a bridge there, but ooh, that's steep. All right, I think I'm good. And there I am. Yes, I'm chewing gum. The altitude has gone up and down, more down than up, down. Keeping the ears from popping too much. She's struggling a little bit. Dry here. It's snow just above us. Not very windy. The weather's much nicer here, a little bit warmer, but mainly just not windy. Sun is out. Looks like clouds are rolling in though. Should be some snow in those. I like these up here. Dream catchers up here.
What stone is it?
Ornaments. They have tree ornaments. He said they're handmade by his family.
I was looking for amethyst.
Oh, here's the.
I think we're approaching Highway 89. We've stopped off and picked up some native jewelry. The gentleman said that his family made that. They are native to the area. His grandmother had sheep. And he told us the story of being younger and his grandmother counted the sheep at the end of the day and was missing 3 and they had to go find them. And so they went looking and sure enough they had, or maybe it was goats, sheep and goats, and I don't know that sheep jump a lot, but whatever it was, they had jumped from one peak to the other and said it was that third arroyo, which I asked him if that meant valley. He said, well, you could say that, more like a ditch or a runoff. So I guess those are the little carve-outs. But it was the third one that they'd gone down. They had to lower one of them down. I think it was him and his cousins, and tie off to one of the sheep or goats and pull them up one at a time. He said in recent years he goes back there and looks and just can't believe he ever did that. It just seems so extreme, but I guess if that's what you grow up with, it's normal. The light out here is a little weird because you get up higher and the sun is getting low, but you get up higher and it gets a little bit brighter. You get lower and it's darker, and you can see the shadow up ahead. Zoom in some. Cast some very, very long shadows. Definitely something different than what I'm used to. Cameron Trading Post. Get a room here. You can get dinner here. You can get souvenirs here. I see stuff about the Painted Desert. Mostly when I look up the Painted Desert, it's down east of Flagstaff, but I'm guessing it's a large area, and maybe this is the northwest fringe of it. It's that old suspension bridge, which would be wonderful to walk across if it wasn't locked up. I don't know if that's a safety thing or not sure what the deal is with it. Maybe we'll find out. Over here, looks like some of the rooms overlook the canyon. Again, this is the Little Colorado River. We are east and possibly a little bit north of where we stopped a few minutes ago. Really love the architecture here of this bridge. I mean, even the concrete I-beams, it got in that kind of terracotta color. Even the pilings. Cactus jelly. Prickly pear jelly. Yes. Today's vegetable. Nice place. Canyon right outside the window. So here's our appetizer combo. Prickly pear hot wings, the pull-apart bread, and potato skins.
And fried bread.
Yeah, we have the Navajo chili and the Navajo fry bread, which is a big thing. They sell that on the side of the road. And this is the Navajo taco, again, with the fry bread. I think that's got the chili on it. I just like that they're not afraid to do stuff like, you know, putting onions and peppers on the potato skins. This bread here, I say this is the only place you could get it. It's ham and cheese and garlic. I can't remember. I think it's got some sort of pepper in it. Herbs.
With taste.
And this is their specialty. No, the pull-apart bread. And now I'm gonna try taco. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, it's fried bread.
I actually tried a piece of the fry bread, not fried bread, before I bit into the taco. It's very good.
It reminds me of funnel cake.
Now hers came with honey. I haven't tried that. This is very good. I haven't put the salsa on it yet, so I want to try it without. Actually, I think it's a very small cup. Let's see. Not sweet at all. Definitely has a little bit of a kick to it. I'm gonna enjoy my meal. Appreciate you dropping by, joining us. We got a few desserts to go. I actually packed up the about a third of my taco and probably about the same amount of the pull-apart bread. Still want a dessert, so I got the Cactus Jack milkshake. It's got prickly pear in it. And we got the sopapilla, which is that same fry bread, and the kosher sticks, which is funnel cake sticks with cinnamon and powdered sugar. But the prickly pear shake, the Danish that I had in Felton, the icing had a unique flavor, and I could not figure it out. I was like, it's not vanilla, it's not cinnamon. I couldn't get. I think it might have been prickly pear. It's a different kind of a flavor to it. I was just reading up on it, and people will compare it to a.
That's the kosher thing.
Hold on, hold that thought. This is the no.
Yeah, that's it.
That's just, you
That's
sure it's
not-
not the sopapilla?
No,
Oh, it is. Is that the funnel cake? That's the funnel cake.
that's a funnel cake stick.
Let's see. Let's open the next one. What have we got? No,
Oh, no.
that's the funnel cake. That
What
other
is
was
that?
that's the sopapilla.
Oh.
That's the fried bread. So there we have. We'll check those out at the hotel. We got a little week to go.
That's
Getting
that's
like-
dessert for the night. That's what snack.
But back to the prickly pear, people compare it to a melon or maybe a kiwi, and some say it has a hint of bubblegum flavor to it. I don't know, but it's different and it is pleasant. I've been good about desserts, and I'm going to enjoy this on the ride out. First, we're going to stop for gas. The gas prices have been all over the place, including places right across the street from each other. I cannot wrap my mind around this, how you compete having 70 or 80 cent a gallon difference right across the street from somebody. And strangely, it seems like Chevron's the one that's most expensive in most places. But we have Shell over here for $3.40 a gallon. And so I'm going to top off and have plenty of gas to get going for tomorrow. All right, we are here at the High Country Motor Lodge on Route 66 in Flagstaff. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know if this is the main entrance. I think it is. Well, that's interesting. General store over there. Bar. And reception. We're on the backside of the High Country Motor Lodge. Look at the stars. Heading to the room. We've already carried our bags up there. I just came back to get a few snacks. And let me lock the car and show the way to the room. I also forgot to put the parking pass in the dash, so I had to do that. They have cabins and rooms on the first and second floor. We have second floor, no elevator. You can see the bar area over there on the other side of the pool. Check that out later. One flight of stairs, not too bad, except when you're trying to carry every piece of luggage at once. It's a nice scene from up here. And yes, it really does look like this. I bet this is a cool place any time of year. So let's go check out the room. Here it is. Oh, there's somebody already in here. Smells good in here. This was an old, like a Super 8 or something. Low-end hotel that they have rescued. A little warm here. Gotta fix that. Just the TV. Let's go, yeah, gotta show this. They're doing the retro thing here. What have we got? A couple of, 3 mixtapes. Let's see. Don't really know. A lot of these I believe are old. Probably before my time. Yeah, I don't know any of these songs. That's really something. It's a very hip styling kind of place. Yeah, bathroom is just fairly unremarkable. But I like this. Check out the rest of it. This is the general store. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Coffee. Cinnamon nuts. Oh, I'm gonna cut this coffee. Oh, the pastries. Slingshot. Oh, that could be fun. pool is open, as is the hot tub, and I believe the sauna also. Turning around from the bar, here's the general store. Walking through this lounge area, restaurant, game room. And that is our Sunday. We end up here at the High Country Motor Lodge, stay the night. I love this place that they took a cookie cutter, rundown old budget motel and made it something special. The great people they had there, the little touches, the amenities, the way they thought the whole thing out. I just, with my travels, I really get excited about seeing a place that does things this well. They do have an amenity fee that I've still haven't quite figured out what it is, but I wish they would just build that into the price because it rubs me the wrong way. So pick up in the next video, doing some ruins, heading down through Sedona and Jerome and on down to Yuma. Thanks for watching, and as always, eat well and be well.